Welcome to A Quest for Metal. I'm your host Questy, and we're here to rank the mighty Archgoat from Finland. Now, they were formed by brothers Butcherer and Angel Slayer. They're one of the most pioneering bands in war metal, one of the biggest bands, which is why they won the most votes on the poll, because I gave you a selection of bands, including Satanic Warmaster, Horner, and some other bands like that. But you guys voted for Archgoat, so we're here to deliver. So this is from my worst to my best, and I want you guys to play along at home, as with all these ranking videos. So I want you guys to put your least favourite all the way up to your favourite. If you've only heard a couple, just rank them as well. So what's your favourite Archgoat album? Let me know down below, and let's get started. So for me, in last place is the Apocalyptic Triumphator, which is a bit subdued in the sound department. The production is a bit weak on this one, and I know you could say the same for the Horror of Bethlehem and some of the earlier stuff in the demos, but the sound on them is very raw, and it kind of fits the pummeling war metal feel of those albums, where it hits you straight in the face and doesn't let up until your bones are broken. But this one just feels a bit weak. Not raw, just weak. It is a more doomy album, it is a gloomy album. It's still a dark album, it still has songs that I enjoy. It's just the overall production of it just doesn't sit well with me, which is why it's easily last place. The others is really hard to rank, but this one is quite easily last for me. I know some people can say what they want about the newer stuff, it's more melodic, what have you, but I like the production on that, and I like the direction they're going with the two latest albums. It's just this one never sat well with me. I still enjoy it, I still pop it on, it's still a good time. It's just nowhere near as close to as great as some of the other ones. Blasphemy, I know, but it's coming here, last place. So next up, it was really hard to rank the rest of them. The Luciferian Crown is here. Great art as well. So this one is more of the melodic side of the band. After the Apocalyptic Triumphator, they went for a more melodic sound with this album, and the sound is a bit more refined. I love the production a lot more on this one. You can hear a lot more of what's going on. It's a lot less doomy, but it still has those elements in, just I think done a lot better. The album feels like it has more life in. And same with the follow-up, which we'll get to later on. They have a similar kind of feel to it. I like the direction they're going. Some people don't, but, you know, I'm not some people. I'm Questy, and I like where they're going. Some standouts include Jezebel's Black Mass Orgy. That's just a fantastically named song, and song overall, including the moans. And Darkness Has Returned is a classic song as well. So I really do enjoy this album. It's coming a bit lower on the list because I do prefer the follow-up, Worship the Eternal Darkness, which came out last year, quite recently actually for this one. So maybe it's because it's so new that it's coming a bit higher on the list, but I do think it is a better album. It's a similar kind of sounding album. It's on the more melodic side of things, which is where they're going with their trajectory, but I just think the songs stand out more in this one. I just think the songs stand out a lot more. Heavens Ablaze, the riff on that, catchy as anything. And just listen to In Extremis Nazarene. The drumming on that, ear-shattering. The drumming is insane on that song. The drumming throughout most of their albums is pretty insane, but on that song specifically, it'll shatter your eardrums. Amazing songs in this album. I could put them on about the same level, but I've got to put one a bit higher, and I do think Worship the Eternal Darkness is a bit better, so it's coming a little bit higher. So next up, number 2, the Horror of Bethlehem, the one with the classic art, which I think is the best art they've done. It's just perfect. I want that on a shirt, and I will get it. Yeah, this is the classic sound. It is the more raw sound of things. It's classic war metal sound. It's in your face, pummel you into dust, as Cannibal Corpse would say, pounding you into dust. This one is it's perfect. A lot of people have this as number 1, and I can see why. It has that atmosphere, it has that raw aggression, the songs don't give up, it pummels you from start to finish, the whole way through, no breathing room aside from like the intro. It's insanity, pure insanity, and this is what you want with war metal, and this is what they deliver, and they deliver it oh so perfectly. I mean, Angel Sodomy, Black Crusade, Luciferian Darkness, like, come on, they're all fantastic songs. Every single song on this one slaps. It's really hard to put it as number 2 and not number 1, but there is one which takes the biscuit for me personally, which I think it's the Horror of Bethlehem, but better. and let's get to that. The Light Devouring Darkness is my number one Archgoat album of all time. Again, it takes everything from the Horror of Bethlehem and improves on it in every way, and it doesn't muffle the sound like the Apocalyptic Triumphator. It has this kind of perfect production on it, I think, keeping the raw sound, but it's a bit doomy without being fully subdued. It's a perfect album. It's the perfect Archgoat album. Every single song is memorable. There's more memorable songs on this one than the Horror of Bethlehem, in my opinion. I mean, from the title track, Tribulation, the King of Worms, and Blessed in Beast's Blood, just a few of the songs I could name from this album which slap. And Blessed in Beast's Blood has got to be one of the best Archgoat songs ever written, and it's on this album. Love this album from start to finish. I do think the Horror of Bethlehem has a better album art, but this one's still fantastic as well. Love the black and red of their arts. Now, that is my ranking for the albums, but they have a lot of good EPs you should check out as well. Really amazing EPs and splits, because they have a split with Satanic Warmaster, and that one may be better than anything I've mentioned here. So don't pass off the EPs, don't pass off the splits, or even the live albums, because they're all worth your time. Archgoat, amazing Finnish band, one of my favourites from the country, and I'm glad I got to go through it with you guys. So again, let me know down below, what's your favourite Archgoat album? What's your least favourite? Do you agree with me? Let me know, and we'll see you again on another Quest for Metal.